Tonight on Rodney Spitz P.I. After being wrongly convicted of killing his landlord, Rodney finds adjusting to prison life a lot different than he expected. Meanwhile, on the outside, the other PIs are scheming around the clock trying to come up with a plan to break good old Rodney out. Take it away, gang.
Starting a dialogue here, boss?
Start up the dialogue there, Spitz.
Wow, you fellas sure are a talented bunch of chained-at-the-ankle rock-breaking song people.
Singers?
Sounds great, fellas. You should think about joining the talent show. We're holding open auditions in the Cap over lunch today. We're gonna have a whole prize category for Best Original Prison Work Tune. Singing along with the chain gang here, boss.
Singing along there, Spitz. Singing along.
Hey, fellas, I really dig your sound. But why don't you let me lead this one? Can I get a C? Maybe a B flat. Yeah, you got it. We're doing it in G. A 1, a 2, a 1, 2, 3, 4. All the single ladies, all the single ladies, all the single ladies, all the single ladies. You sing a song that reminds you of the good times. You sing a song that reminds you of the better times.
Quit pissing the night away, Spitz. Back to breaking rocks.
Back to breaking rocks here, boss.
We're done with singing for today, boys. Now, how about you finish up the shift by engaging in light banter and humorous repartee for the next few minutes before we head back on the bus. Make 'em count, boys.
So chain gang buddies, spoiler alert. As the newest guy here, I thought I'd fill you in on some pop culture you may have missed. Okay, so Eisenhower's still dead, no surprise there. Cabbage Patch dolls are out, Troll dolls are in, and all the kids are playing this wacky new board game called Ecstasy. Lazy Boy, though, it's still #1 in comfort. Oh, and spoiled alert, Sam and Diane get together on Cheers, but then she leaves him at the altar. Really, though, I always felt for Cliff.
It's like he's never gonna find someone that's good enough for him.
That's what I'm saying. I wonder what's for lunch.
Corn gristle, loafed meat, pumpkin pie, no whip.
Sounds like the case of Rodney's lunch just got solved.
Picking on up there, boys. Back on the bus. Get in line, line it up. No spitting, foul lipping, rambunctioning, no receiving ill-gotten gains. And find your seats orderly. Orderly, I said.
Adjusting to prison life wasn't easy. It was really easy. 3 meals a day, 4 walls and a bed. Wow, the routine, the structure, the camaraderie, Saturday sing-alongs and Sunday movie matinees. Some real nice pictures. Real nice. And the conversation. Why, just yesterday I met a man from Philadelphia. What a world. What a crazy, wonderful world. If I had known it was this great, well, I would have gone to prison years ago. And I know I promised a lot of folks that I wouldn't be here for long. You know, all that clearing my name and tracking down the road warrior business. But now that I'm here, well, I think I can finally say that I'm truly happy. I'm even directing the prison talent show. It's a lot of work, but it's gonna be worth it. The boys are really excited, but it's only 2 days away, and there is so much left to do.
No. This is all wrong. None of this is ever gonna work. There's plan, boys. This is rotten as those plums I found when I was 19, adrift in the South Sea. I uncovered them in the hold of a ghost ship, sailing with a stubborn bunch of Mongolian squid merchants around the coast as they wanted to know. I had made myself useful to them because I'd promised I could decrypt an ancient map which appeared on a hillside every solstice, and I introduced them to frittatas, which they really took to.
Reel it in there, you deranged fishman. It's like you've been picking up all the crazy slack since Rodney's been in prison. We're trying to figure out how to break him out. Now, are you gonna actually help? Or what?
It's not how we break them out. It's how we break ourselves in. Here's my plan. Reno and I will set up a high-end bakery, pastries, whimsical layer cakes, vegan baklava, that sort of thing. And then we find out when the warden's birthday is.
Ooh, I feel ya. We bake us up some cakes laced with sedatives and drop them off at the prison gates.
I was thinking more along the lines of us baking the warden and the prison staff the best damn pastries they've ever had, and thereby ingratiating ourselves into their inner circle, eventually becoming guards or middle managers ourselves, at which point we introduce some sort of take your armed friend to work day.
This is turning into a real long con, isn't it, Squint?
Could be 20-25 years till we get pension, Bricker, but it'll be worth it. They've probably got dental.
Oral hygiene. Look, in Canada they scooped a bunch of guys out of a prison yard with a helicopter. More than once. Same dudes. Same prison. Look, does anyone have a good source of sonic crowd suppression cannons? I tell you, we used to use those in the agency to make room on the dance floor on a Saturday night at the club. God, we danced like no one was watching. And we certainly didn't leave witnesses. That was for sure. Listen, we're gonna have to wrap this up for today. There's a steampunk pistol duel I'm officiating at sundown. I'm not a steampunk or anything, but I couldn't pass up an opportunity to watch one of them get shot. He probably won't even die. Those friggin' steampunks are making the gunpowder themselves in small artisanal batches. So, it'll be a miracle if the guns even work.
Oh, come on. Now, it ain't fancy, but why don't we just steal a prison bus and plug him off the chain gang? I mean, last time I went to visit him, he was just working on up the road.
Let's take a look at the facts, gentlemen. This prison isn't going to be easy to get into, and it's going to be even trickier getting out. I've prepared a PowerPoint slideshow outlining the design and administration of the prison. Bricker, if you'll get the lights, please. Now, where's that full screen button? God, it's funny. I always get so nervous before these things. No matter how many times you do it. Anyway, as you'll see here, the prison is divided into a 3-spoke design, with 2 25-foot fences 7 feet apart, controls between. Pay no mind to the way the words twinkled in like pixie dust. This is a very serious matter. I'm new to PowerPoint. This Auburn-style prison employs nearly 300 guards, half of which can be expected to be at the prison any one time. The man in the picture star wiping across the screen is the warden, Jeff Jimfries. Now, as this animated helper paperclip is so elegantly illuminating, this 25,000 square foot prison is kept at a chilly 70 degrees. So any raid boys will require a sweater or a light jacket, something breathable. I myself will be dressing in layers. Now, get on to the juicy stuff. Here's what the cafeteria menu looks like on a week-to-week basis.
Put a tail on Rodney Spitz. Follow him on Twitter or like him on Facebook.
Keep that line orderly now, boys. I know everyone's hungry, but we got plenty of food to feed you all.
Yes, boss. Plenty of food, boss.
Oh, no. We're out of cream corn hash.
Maybe you boys mind about the corned hash. There's more than enough meatloaf to make up for it.
Plenty of meatloaf, boss.
Oh, boy. I just dropped a full pan of piping hot meatloaf into that pool of standing water. I really don't know if there's going to be enough food for everybody.
Don't panic. They got plenty of food back there. I'm sure they'll be able to whip up something right quick.
Looking forward to what they whip up, boss.
How do you boys feel about Franks and beans?
King's lunch, boss.
Oh, no. I left the cold room door open and all the perishable foods have perished. Well, at least we have lots of the... Oh, no. The rats have gotten into all the dried and canned foods. They must have learned how to use the can opener.
I hope the prisoners don't catch wind of this. Come on.
Boys, I don't know about you, but that ham sandwich I brought for lunch is looking a damn sight more appealing than it did 15 minutes ago.
Sack lunch, boss. Lunch getting kiboshed is the perfect excuse to get these open auditions for the talent show going. Eyes up here, boys. Eyes up here.
Eyes on Spitz, boys.
All right, everyone. This talent show is going to spotlight the best of all you talented prisoners. Now, only the top 10 are going to make it to Friday's big showcase. So I'm calling on all you singers, dancers, philanderers, geckos, jugglers, improv slam poets, and deep cover snitches. So I hope you can all make it on Friday. And you should be able to, because like everything in prison, it's mandatory. Amazing Technicolor Dreamcoats are optional.
Technicolor Dreamcoats are optional. But be creative, boys. Have fun with it.
So we'll train the alligators to secure the main level and administrative buildings, leaving us free as billy goats to clear the second and third levels. Get Rodney and paraglide to safety. Neat and tidy.
No offense, but I just don't think you have the alligators for a plan like that. I think that the key is to create confusion. Napalm the sewers and drive the rats up. Rattle their cages. Start a panic. Then we'll slip in as riot cops and extract good old Rodney, lickety-split. Hand out some phone numbers to a few flirty nurses, and be on our way.
Now, with all due respect, gentlemen, this isn't my first prison break. No siree. Growing up, we'd break my pappy out of jail there every weekend. It got so that we'd tip our hats to the prison guards as they chased us. When I was 10, us boys spent Christmas Eve sitting in a trebuchet, while they lined us up to fire at Daddy's prison window for his annual Christmas hug.
Ah, boyhood. You can't go back.
Ooh, I can't lie, friend. The holidays are tough.
I know, friend. I know.
Well, prison like this, my strategy would be the good old Trojan horse.
Oh yeah, you gotta use one with a horse.
Ooh, we make up some phony charity and donate a new piece of exercise equipment for the prison yard. Then we're all concealed in some hollow part of it, and ooh, we spring out of the most opportune moment and catch them right unawares.
And how, pray tell, are we supposed to convince them to put a horse in the prison yard? Horse don't give man no exercise. I mean, sure, pulling on its mane and grappling with it'll get a sweat on you. I'll have lather on the horsey too. But I have to say, I still don't see it.
And I suppose you've got another bright idea to break Rodney out of prison, Squint. Come on, we've been at this for ages.
Balloons.
Oh no.
Ooh, an inflatable solution. Now I'm listening.
Look, I know what you're going to say. Dirigibles. They've never accomplished anything that planes or big jumps couldn't. Now, we all think of the old notion of balloons as the exclusive transportation of kings and weather tracking beacons. But balloons are also famous for their stealth. There's no better way to get somewhere undetected than in a wide, bulbous canvas dirigible, which recklessly ascends with no control over its lateral momentum whatsoever.
That's the way I want to die. Not like in that steampunk duel last week.
Ooh, yeah. How did the fighting steampunks tidy up?
Well, after I drove for hours to the top of some peak in nowhere, Nebraska, those idiot steampunks spent the first 20 minutes crying while writing letters to their beloveds at home. Oh yeah, they brought up the antique writing desk themselves. Then they each made a speech that lasted at least 15 minutes, cursing each other with words like bungle press and chowder. Those friggin' steampunks. When I left after an hour, they hadn't even drawn their guns. We were in a pretty remote part of the country, and I slashed the tires on the Nissan Sentra they carpooled in on the way up together. And to be honest with you, I just kind of left them out there to die.
Now, they've had some pretty bad snow up that way recently. And I don't need to tell you that mountain lions are not the most merciful neighbors to meet on a mountain pass. And those big mountain cats, like all God's creatures, they take a real special pleasure in hunting the steampunk in the wild
Yeah, I doubt that brass looking glass or spats are helping much right now. Their mechanical patchwork top hats ain't gonna save 'em this time.
Ooh, heck. Sounds like nature took care of two birds with one stone. Or should I say, two no-good gear-loving monocle steampunks with one storm. Or a righteous pack of cougars. Godspeed, you dear sweet cougars.
Please welcome your host, Mr. Rodney Spitz, P.I.
So glad you folks are with us for tonight's big talent show. We've got a sensational show for you. A lot of great acts. We've got career criminals, we've got petty thieves, we've even got that Bigfoot they caught in Hertford that turned out to be an Italian strongman. We're pulling for your appeal, DeGenio.
It's another crime to be the Bigfoot.
We've got a lot to look forward to tonight. Ray Liotta and his shadow puppet reenactments of the great moments in historical commerce. And, oh wait, sorry, wrong card. Oh, Ray's gonna be talking about growing up in Jersey and rising to power as a cocaine kingpin before finally landing here with us. And boy, oh boy, tonight's the night to be in prison. Let me assure you, the big night. We've got all the cell blocks out tonight. Cell block C. It's nice to see you taking a break from tattooing each other for a change. I kid. We love you over there in cell block C. Not like those troublemakers over there in cell block A, am I right? And let's hear for our friends in solitary. Hey, Wendell, give it up. You're a card, Wendell. You're a real card. We hope you come back real soon, pal. But folks, we've got a lot of show to get to, so I'll introduce our first act, a real funny guy. He's in for grand larceny, but he's here for a grand old time. My friend, your friend, Lou Jennings.
So what's the deal with lockdown? I mean, they've got the fences, they got the walls, they got the bars, they got the guards. I mean, hey, how much more lockdown can we get? Who are these people?
He gets me every time. How does he think of these things? When he says them, it's just funny. I mean, top shelf, Lou. That's top shelf material. Up next, we got a real treat of a musical act all the way down in cell block D. Put your hands together for the sweet prison sounds of Big Papa Clyde and the Bank Robbing Daddies. We're gonna shift gears a bit for our next act, folks. See, one of the best parts of putting on something like a talent show is inspiring people to find their own hidden talents. Now, I'm sure you're gonna all recognize our next performer as the shy guy who shoots marbles in the back corner of the prison yard every day. Well, I got to talking with him, and it turns out that he's a whole lot more. Marbles aren't just a sport to our next act. They're a way of life, with their own moral code and spiritual meaning. But I'll let him tell you that himself. Gentlemen, felons, put your hands together for Tallahassee Tom.
I know what you're thinking. I didn't know that Tallahassee Tom loved marbles so much. Well, I say to you, there's a lot of things that you don't know in this world. So shut your wagon trap and watch a man talk marbles for 2 measly minutes. Enjoy yourself for a change. Forget all the people you killed. Forget their screaming faces on the backs of your eyelids when you blink. Not tonight. Tonight's about marbles.
Here's 10 things you need to know about marbles. 1. Always respect the marble. The marble is part of you. You are the marble. 2. Fear the marble. It will not rest until you are dead. 3. Proper footwear is essential. Whether you're having a rad time popping old school wheelies in front of your friends on your BMX trick bike, or slinging marbles in the prison yard, you need the right balance of comfort and support. Footwear is not about looks in this game. 4. Marbles are not edible. You shouldn't have to say a thing like that, but you do. 5. Marbles can be substituted for many household products. Clogged drain, clear with marbles. Crows flying too close and threatening your wife and infant daughter. Feed 'em marbles. Headache, take 2 marbles every 6 to 8 hours, or as directed by a physician.
Hey, what is this? Do you work for the marble marketing board or something?
The opinions I express about marbles are my own. I'm through with those fascists at the Marble Marketing Board. They got to me early. At 12, I was recruited as a bagman, moving marbles around for them. I moved up the ranks until I controlled an entire neighborhood. There wasn't a marble wagered in my district without me knowing about it. We were used to bloodshed out there on the stones. Many a little boy and girl lost an eye or caught a finger at a gate playing with us. But we didn't care. If you were old enough.
Oh man, Ray Liotta, this is not going well. Tallahassee Tom's totally blown through his time slot. He's not even halfway through his list and the show's already 45 minutes behind.
What the heck is this, Rodney? He's doing my bit. My thing is that I do my whole voiceover story from Goodfellas about how I ended up in prison. How am I supposed to friggin' go after him after he's friggin' done it about friggin' marbles?
Oh man, oh man, oh man, I've got to find a diplomatic way to get Tallahassee Tom to wrap it up. I've got to make up some time in this show. Maybe I can combine acts which may complement each other. Okay. Fire juggling monkeys and, Crip dance trio. You're going on together and you're gonna keep it to a lean 5 minutes, capiche?
Ooh, like a mashup, man.
Good. Oh man, I had a dream about this.
Oh no, the aggressive hip-hop dancing style has antagonized the monkeys. Oh no, they're hurling flaming juggling pins at the Crips. Oh no, one of the Crips fell into the stage curtain and the fire's spreading quickly.
Code Orange. Fire
This
equipped
isn't going quite like I
personnel
hoped.
to the Imagitorium Theater. Code Orange. Prisoners, stay calm and do not move towards the exits. I repeat, do not move towards the exits.
Well, looks like the show's over, everybody. Shut down by the man for being too controversial. I knew I'd push some buttons with this material. Okay, everyone, shut her down. Well, White Power and Black Panther guys, it looks like you won't have to combine your acts after all. I really was looking forward to that duet of Ebony and Ivory like you'd all agreed on, though. Maybe next time.
For all spits all the time, visit rodneyspitz.com.
And then you branch off and clear the north wing, Reno. Try to make it loud.
Ooh, and draw all the guards I can. I've got it.
We want all the guards to converge on you. I'll have winched down from the ceiling by then, and I'll clear from above, leaving you, Squint.
To search for Rodney, aided only by my trusty compass and a detailed knowledge of the area. Now, once I've found him, I'll blow this ram's horn. What should we breakers queued?
Drop the laughing gas and smoke grenades. The grappling hooks will be waiting. Everybody winches up.
And ooh, we are home free. I think we've hit on the plan. Sure, it took a devil and a day of a long time, but now that we've rehearsed it, I think we're ready. Heck, I just miss Rodney. Since he's been in prison, the frequency and hilarity of my hijinks is damn near whittled to none. Sweet Georgia Peach, I can't wait to have him back. Ooh, speak of the devil himself.
Hey, you fellas, I'm back.
Well,
Rodney Spitz is a changed man. I've been through the meat grinder of prison life. The scheduling, the choreography, the pre-show jitters, and the behind-the-scenes ego battles. My Technicolor Dreamcoat didn't fit once. Not ever.
Rodney, what are you doing here? We've been trying to break you out for months.
Thanks for the brainstorms, Bricker. But it turns out that since the court stenographer went missing and was probably eaten by those wonderful cannibal hobos during the trial, there were no official records. Kinda like a mulligan. Anyways, they kicked me out of prison this morning. Told me I had to go. I spent 2 hours trying to talk them into letting me stay. But then I just cried at the gates. That didn't work either. Now I'm here.
Ooh, heck. I can feel the hijinks beginning already.
I don't know, guys. I think I'm ready to get back to the quiet life. You know, out of the hustle and bustle of the big prison scene. I won't miss rehearsals, I'll tell you that much. I mean, sure, Subway Stabber Steve can sing, but can he harmonize? I don't think so.
it's good to see you, Roddy. Prison's been good to you. It's trimmed the fat off you. Molded that gristle into a man. Toughened up, ready to kill without hesitation. It sharpened your senses for what we're going after, sonny boy. Now don't tell me you've forgotten the small matter of this all-consuming blood feud with one particularly deranged and murderous road warrior, what killed our landlord and sent you to jail for life.
You think I've forgotten about the road warrior? You know, sitting upstate in Sing Sing, you got a lot of time to think, and you hear a lot of things. The boys sure do get gossipy when we're getting ready for bed. Word has it, this road warrior's got a place on the county borders. Calls it the Terror Dome.
Nope. Thunderdome.
Thundercats, definitely Thundercats. Anyways, I'm gonna track him and his Thunder cronies down and bring them to justice. Like they brought me to justice. Falsely. And hopefully, just hopefully, I'll create enough of a ruckus, kerfuffle, and general snafu that Johnny Law will send me back to the big house. And just in time to choreograph the winter review. Skinny Ben and the Stabby Brothers.
Didn't they stab the Smothers Brothers?
Yeah, that's them. They really grew as a duo through this past competition working with Adam Levine. And I think they have a hell of a shot at making the finals this winter. But first, I've got to see to this road warrior and his fever pass.
Thunderdome. This isn't difficult.
Oh man, if we're actually going after this guy, I'm really gonna have to rewatch those movies. Figure out, once and for all, what a road warrior is. And hopefully how to stop one.
All right, boys, we're going up to the Plunder Dome and we're not leaving without the road warrior. Now, who's with me?
Ooh, I'm in front.
I'll stand with you.
Then strap on your spiky shoulder pads and dip into those gasoline reserves. Boys, we're heading to the Biodome to get the damn road warrior. Buddy?
Thunderdome. You know what? I'm just gonna go warm up the car.
Rodney Spitz PI is conceived, written, and performed by Play Us Out Productions. Follow, listen, and subscribe on iTunes, Stitcher Radio, or Spreaker. If you like this episode, share it. If you really like this episode, please comment and rate Rodney Spitz in iTunes.
And a special tip of my hat to departing consulting producer Dave Rose, who fell down a rabbit hole of podcasts about podcasts and hasn't been heard from since. If you see him on Reddit, tell him to come home. Until then, we love you, buddy.